Good morning, students. Today I'm gonna take a class on a chapter, chemistry chapter. The name of the chapter is covalent bonding, and this is a very important chapter, and hopefully you will understand it. And if you do not understand, please let me know. Well, covalent bonding covalent bonding in elements. You know elements. Elements are the type of substances where it contains only one type of atom, right? So bonding, the purpose of bonding is to make the atoms together. So whenever we see the atoms are held together, that is a kind of bonding, but this bonding happens by basically three types. One is ionic bonding, which I have already discussed in my previous slides. And today I'm going to discuss about covalent bonding. And hopefully, covalent bonding will require two classes. And this is my first class on covalent bonding. Actually, the bonding occurs whenever atoms are not and don't have a complete outermost shell. Here, just first example. If we see an hydrogen atom, a hydrogen atom has only one electron in the outermost shell. That means its outermost shell is incomplete. So in that case, if two hydrogen atom can share each electron, then it can get the achieve the electronic configuration of helium, which is a noble gas, closer noble gas of hydrogen. So what hydrogen will do? Each hydrogen atom will share one electron, and by this way, its outermost shell will be complete and it will be stable because it gives the configuration of a noble gas, which is helium. I hope you understand. So basically, covalent bonding is occur by sharing of electron. Whenever electrons are shared, then that is actually covalent bonding. Let me change the slide now. Whenever two atoms, a similar type of atoms form whenever shared electron, and by this way they form a covalent bonding. That type of substances are called molecules. Okay, let's see more examples. Already I have given the example of hydrogen. Then we also see the example of oxygen and chlorine. In each case, the electrons will be shared, and by this way, they will pair electron, and the covalent bonding will happen by sharing of electrons. And this type of bonding is always shown by giving a solid line. You can see that whenever the bonds between two hydrogen atoms occur in hydrogen molecule, we show it by giving a single bond. Or sometimes in the exam, the dot and cross diagram is asked to write. So in that case, one electron of one hydrogen atom will be given by a dot, another electron of another hydrogen atom will be given a cross. So this type of bonds are by this dot, one pair of dot and cross will form a covalent bond, and that is shown by a solid line. I hope you understood. Let me change the slide now. So this type of bonds which form between two hydrogen atom, that is a single bond. We will see that besides single bond, double bond and triple bond is also possible to form. The purpose of having full outermost shell electron. Let me give more examples of this type. Suppose chlorine atom. One chlorine atom has 7 electrons in the outermost shell. That means it needs one more electron to get the configuration of argon to be stable. And what chlorine will do, if another chlorine atom comes here, each chlorine atom can share one electron, forming dot and cross diagram. You can see it in the graph. At the same time, you can also practice this type of dot and cross diagram where mostly outermost electrons are shown. Usually in the exam, innermost are not required, just the outermost shell, both of chlorine atoms or outermost electrons are shown in the figure. You can see that each chlorine atom will get the configuration of argon, because in the innermost shell it has also 2 and 8 electrons. So 2, 8, 8, that means it gets the configuration of argon, and by this way both of the chlorine atom will be stable. And whenever this type of bond occurs between two chlorine atoms, we can show it by giving a solid line, which is Cl2. So diatomic chlorine atom is formed by forming by sharing one electron by each chlorine atom, and by this way they will form Cl2 and chlorine molecule is formed. I hope you understood. And please practice this type of figure at home, because dot and cross diagram of chlorine and this type of molecules may be asked to write in the exam. I'm changing the slide now. Now, let's see the outermost electron of oxygen. Oxygen has 6 electron eight electron in total, so it should have 2 and 6 electron. The electronic configuration of oxygen will be 2, 6. That means as a valence electron, it will have 6 electron, where we know that it needs 8 electrons in total to be stable. So 2 more electrons are required in its outermost shell. So oxygen molecule is formed by sharing one pair of electron. That means 2 electrons will be shared by each oxygen atom to get the configuration of neon. In that case, each oxygen atom will get the electronic configuration of 2 and 6. That means 10 electrons in total, which is the number of electrons of neon. And as 2 electrons are engaged here, so we have to use one double bond between 2 oxygen atoms. I hope you understood, right? And at the same time, you don't forget to practice dot and cross diagram of oxygen atom at home. These are very important. I hope you understood that don't forget that only outermost shell electron or valence electrons are shown here. Okay, innermost shell electrons are not shown in the dot and cross diagram. Actually, a total configuration of oxygen will be 2, 6. So whenever 2 electrons will be shared, it will be 2, 8. So both of the oxygen atom will get the configuration of neon, which is a stable configuration. I hope you understood. I'm changing the slide now. Now let's see the electronic structure of nitrogen atom. Nitrogen has total 7 electrons, so its electronic configuration will be 2, 5. In that case, it should have 5 electrons in the outermost shell, where 3 electrons are short. You know that we need 8 electrons in total in the outermost shell to be stable. So it needs 3 electrons more. So whenever it will form a covalent bond with another nitrogen atom, 3 electrons of each nitrogen atom will be shared with each other. So by this way, 3 pairs of electrons are possible, and there are triple bonds in between 2 nitrogen atoms, which are shown by 3 solid lines. 3 pair of electron means 3 covalent bond. That means 3 pairs of three solid lines will come from here. I hope you understood. So by this way, the nitrogen molecule is formed. I'm changing the slide now. What we have discussed so far, that is regarding the elementary molecules, but covalent molecules can also form covalent bonding. Compound molecules can also form covalent bonding. Let me give some examples. For example, what is compound? Compounds are the substances which contain more than one types of atoms. For example, hydrogen chloride, right? So in hydrogen has only one electron as a valence electron, and chlorine has 7 electrons as valence electron. That means outermost electron. So hydrogen need one electron more to get the configuration of helium, and chlorine needs also 1 electron more to get the configuration of argon. So whenever they will come closer, then by this way, both of the atoms will have full outermost electron. Hydrogen, by sharing electron, 1 electron, hydrogen will get the configuration of helium, and chlorine, by sharing 1 electron, chlorine will also get the configuration of argon. So both of them, outermost shell is complete, and by this way they will be stable. So by this way, by forming one covalent bonding hydrogen chloride molecule is formed, and where just one solid line is used to indicate that between hydrogen and chlorine there is one pair of electrons shared. Also in water molecule, oxygen has total 6 electron in the outermost shell, so it needs 2 electron more, and oxygen needs 1 electron more. So two oxygen atom will come closer to oxygen, and by this way, water molecule is formed where oxygen will get the configuration of neon and hydrogen will get the configuration of helium. So both of them outermost shell will be complete. So by this way, water molecule is formed. We express the water molecules by this way. I hope you understood. Let me change the slide. In ammonia molecule, we know that nitrogen's electronic configuration is 2,7 and hydrogen's electron molecule is 1 only. So, electrons needed, nitrogen needs 3 more electrons to get the configuration of neon. On the other hand, hydrogen needs 1 electron more to get the configuration of helium. So, the ratio, I think, if we exchange the number of electrons, you will get the ratio of nitrogen and hydrogen required. Here, 3 nitrogen atom can be bonded with 3 hydrogen atom can be bonded with 1 nitrogen atom. We get the ratio by this way, by just exchanging the number of electrons. So here you see that how this ammonia molecule is formed by nitrogen and hydrogen. I hope you understood. Well, hydrogen, carbon from electronic configuration, we get the ratio of carbon and hydrogen by this way, where the ratio of hydrogen and carbon will be 4:1. By this way, the methane molecule is formed. We see the covalent bonding between carbon and hydrogen. There are 4 solid lines, that means 4 covalent bonds between carbon and hydrogen are possible. I hope you understood. We can also show different covalent molecules like this: hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, and ethane. In every cases, you see the solid lines to indicate the covalent bondings. I hope you understood covalent bonding, and next our topic will be also related with covalent bonding, that is covalent structure. I hope all of you will attend in my next class, and in the next class we'll discuss about covalent structure. Thank you very much. Just before finishing the class, let's look at the true and false. I hope you will be able to answer all these questions. Atoms bond to half complete the outermost shell. It is wrong, right? Atoms bond to half complete their outer shell. It is wrong, right? Then false. Non-metals rarely form covalent bonds. That is true, right? Usually non-metals actually transfer electron. They engage in ionic bonding, not in covalent bonding. Then number 3, a covalent bond is shared pair of electrons. It is true. Oxygen molecule contain a double bond. That is also true, right? Already we have seen it in my class. Sodium chloride contains covalent bonding. Wrong, wrong. In the last class I have discussed, when I discussed about ionic bonding, then we have seen that sodium chloride formed by ionic bonding. Covalent bonds only occur in compounds. No, it is not true, right? It is also seen in elements and compounds in both. I hope you understood. So that's all for today's class. I hope you understood, and thank you very much.